Football brings you the divisional rounds of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Falcons and the reigning Super Bowl champs under the lights on Sunday night.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A hand will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Holding, conceding team.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Set. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stop, or at least you'd think, and then boom, right back on the field for more.
It had the feel of something that they had planned for a whole week long. Hey, first drive of the game, let's be aggressive, let's go get them. And now defensively, they've got to be writing notes to themselves in practice.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 2nd and long. He finds his man, complete. It's Webster.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
York able to send this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Okay, ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Watson's throw pulled in by Lamb. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Off of play action, it's Watson. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Webster. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
Just say it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to pick off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get him the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards on the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. On first down. Watson.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Watson. This is caught. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Ready.
On second down now, it's Webster, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After run, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target,
but now it'll be 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
It's 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out.
And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Got London on the slant. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They'll run on 1st down. Webster. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
And they said it with a chuckle. They call him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now it's Watson. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, Watson rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barton.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They go play action here on first down.
This pass is caught by London.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Jack Panther.
On first down, it's Webster, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Falcons get a bit closer.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
2nd and 14. And caught by London. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now, because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control, because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Watson off play action.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Watson on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to forward. Screen passes like that take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Give him 32 on the play.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Here's Watson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4 and then 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Here we go, Jack!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Returnable here from the 38.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Watson.
got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Watson looks to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Watson.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. With a white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these 2 teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On second down, it's Webster. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why, because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Taking down right now the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. He's got his man, London, right side. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Come on. Hey.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Webster. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Webster, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl. And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward. So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll look to throw now on first down. Right back to Pitts again. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hold it ready.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Up the middle they go. It's Webster, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Webster. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
There's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now here come the Cowboys. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take of the football.
Ready, set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Webster. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Webster. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to work.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a down is first down.
And those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, his Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Room here to run.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Okay, ready? Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys just continue to roll.
Probably the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st down, Webster. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Webster. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Got to get to the 26 for a This is third down. They'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain well behind.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
18 Cardinals.
They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
18 Rattler. Bronco switch. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Justin Jefferson.
36 yards.
And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.